So I have two fans here. One pushes the air out, which is a push fan, and the other pulls the air in, which is our pull fan. These two fans have their respective start and stop buttons, and the feature that I'm focusing on is the interlocking feature, where these two fans cannot work at the same time. So when I run the push fan and I try to run the pull fan, it shouldn't work because the push fan is already running. And in order to start the pull fan, I should first stop the push fan and then start the pull fan. And I'm going to begin this by setting all my switches. So I'll have my stop switch, start switch, stop switch, start switch, and my stop switch for my second fan. So these are the start switches for my first fan, and these are my start and stop switches for my stop fan. My second fan, sorry. So in order to begin, I'm just going to start with two individual cases where I will start with having the one of the pushing fan running as well as the pulling fan running separately, and then do the interlocking feature later. So in order to do that, I will have a open normally open contact right here. I'll copy paste the address of my start switch, and this will be my I'll actually name this as pull start. So this is going to be my pull um, start switch for my pulling fan, and it will have an output, and I will name this to be pulling fan. And like in my earlier tutorial, I want to make sure that the pulling fan is continuously charged even though I stop pressing the start button. So I have a rung here, and I'll drag my normally open contact right there. Now I'll have another normally open contact right here, and I'll copy paste the address. Oh, I'm missing an address here. So I will copy the address of one of my outputs, which is this light right here. Alright, and then I'll drag that address right here. And I will have a normally open contact right here. Again, this will be my stop sign, stop button. So I'll just drag that there, the address. And this will be my pull stop. So essentially what happens is I start the button, it energizes the pulling fan, and then it continues energizing it until I press the stop button. And I'm going to do the same thing for my pushing fan, so I'll do that real quick. So I have these two separate functions right here, are my ladder logic for the pulling fan and the pushing fan. Let's see if this works independently. So I'll download it and run. So as you can see, when I press the start button, my fan, aka my lamp, starts running. And when I press the stop button, it stops running. The same thing with, I wonder why it doesn't run. Oh, okay. So it starts running now, and then I press the stop button and it stops running. However, when I have the first fan running and I press on the second fan, they both run at the same time, which is something that we'll avoid using the interlocking feature. So in order to do that, I will simply have a normally closed contact right here. And for this, for the pulling fan, I'll just say if the pulling fan is on, this right here will cut off will terminate the rung. So essentially we'll stop energizing the pulling fan. And the same thing over here, I will drag the pull fan, so if the pull fan is running, it will not let the push fan to run. So let's see this in action. So I have my pulling fan running. Now if I try to run the push fan, it doesn't let me do that, because this is what stops it. However, if I stop the fan now and I want to run it, it runs. And the same concept the other way. Alright, that's it. Thank you.